closing program for the week-long AACUP online program accreditation. This is Dr. Bautista of the Communication and Public Relations Office. Greeting everyone. Good morning. We are now again being live streamed right now at the official FB page of Bicol University. We begin the culmination of this week-long online AACUP program accreditation with an opening prayer by Dr. Dolores Lagilies, member, Internal Quality Assurance.
Let us place ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Dear God, as we begin this meeting, we place ourselves before you. For you are filled with the beauty and light and care deeply about us. Help us to value and appreciate those who are gathered here today. May you light enfold us. May your Spirit guide us. May your grace abound on us. We ask this in the glorious name of Jesus. Amen.
Thank you, Ma'am Dali. Ladies and gentlemen, the Philippine National Anthem.
Makasih masih Bros.
Thank you much. We're having some technical glitches right now, but I'm very sure that we all feel the lyrics deep in our hearts of our Philippine National Anthem. This time, may we call on Attorney Joseph Bartolata, our Vice President for Administration and Finance, who will now give his opening remarks. Attorney Joseph.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Ren. Am I heard?
Yep.
Loud and clear, sir.
The President of Bicol University, Dr. Arnulfo Mascareñas, the overall coordinator from AACUP, Dr. Isidro Duran, the officials of Bicol University, members of the AACUP survey team, members of the BU Accreditation Task Force. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Morning.
Finally, after 5 days, 5 tough and challenging online document evaluation and scrutiny, we are about to bring to a conclusion this scheduled AACUP accreditation of 9 curricular programs of Bicol University. And to say that preparing for and actually conducting an online program accreditation is difficult is actually an understatement. That is why this early we would like to say kudos to the men and women behind the preparation of all things related to accreditation. And we also say thank you to the members of the AACOP survey team. Friends, BU has always identified itself with the long-range vision of AACOP, that is, developing among SUCs a culture of quality. We have long considered submitting our curricular programs for accreditation as absolutely essential and necessary because of the manifold benefits the accreditation brings. For one, through accreditation, we are able to identify through the eyes of a third party our weaknesses, our strengths along the various areas, which will become, of course, the basis of policy recommendations and actions. That is why we willingly submit our curricular programs for AACOP accreditation, for we believe that this is an evaluation that matters. And we do all these for the benefit of our primary stakeholder, our students. Friends, it is indeed unfortunate that we have been hit very badly by this once-in-a-lifetime planetary pandemic. But the good news is that help is on the way to finally put an end to this unprecedented contagion that has unnecessarily disrupted our established processes, our way of life even. And the world for sure will never be the same again. But all these should never weaken our resolve and our desire to pursue worthwhile and noble goals, just like this value-adding accreditation, because the starting point for every achievement is the desire to do it. Put differently, our pursuit of quality and excellence should never stop with or without pandemic. As I welcome everyone to this closing meeting, we should always remember that quality is not an act. It is and should always be a habit. Thank you very much. And to all of you, welcome.
Well said, Attorney Joseph Bartolata, our Vice President for Administration and Finance. Indeed, quality is a way of life in Bicol University. And indeed, I have to agree that this planetary pandemic has turned topsy-turvy the way we work and relate. Speaking of how we work and relate, to know everything about this week-long, the results, rather, the findings or impressions or things related to this week-long online accreditation, we shall now call on Dr. Isidro L. Duran, the overall coordinator for this week-long AACOP online program accreditation. Please welcome Dr. Isidro Duran.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Am I heard, Ma'am Renalyn?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear po, Dr. Duran.
Okay. So the impressions of the team is in accordance with the research process. Morning is a wonderful blessing, either cloudy or sunny. It stands for hope, giving us another start of what we call life. Yeah. Good morning and have a nice day to the administrators of different campuses led by this team and dynamic president, Dr. Arnulfo F. Mascareñas, faculty members, staff, and other stakeholders. According to Aristotle, excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intentions, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice, mainly alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny, and it's not enough to know, but we must try to have and use it. Moreover, Marston said that excellence is not a skill, it is an attitude. And Charlie Truther mentioned that excellence is about fighting and pursuing something diligently with a strict and determined approach to doing it right. It's okay if there are flaws in the process. It makes it more interesting. Colin Powell added that if you're going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exemption. It is a prevailing attitude. That's why the road to excellence is always on construction. Furthermore, George Eliot stated that excellence encourages one about life generally. It shows the spiritual wealth of the world. And William Makepeace Thackeray stressed that next to excellence is the appreciation of it. Consequently, the sad truth is that excellence makes people nervous, as always observed during accreditation activities like this. For the statement of the problem, the main purpose of a significance test is to inhibit natural enthusiasm of the accreditors. So the team came up with the following statement of the problems. What is the level of availability of the documents on the following programs? Master of Public Administration, Bachelor of Industrial Design, BS in Geodetic Engineering, BS in Mining Engineering, MS in Architecture, BS in Information Technology, Bachelor of Elementary Education, and Bachelor of Secondary Education. SOP number 2, is there a significant difference between the grand mean of the different programs and the basis of determining the readiness of the different programs on the time frame when to be evaluated for the first survey visit? And third, SOP, is there a significant difference between the grand mean and the basis of determining level of the program under survey? For the methodology, research design, a good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan tomorrow. That's according to George Patton. During the course of the evaluation of the first survey visit program across 8 preliminary survey visits by PSB program, the team utilized mixed method, wherein quantitative and qualitative approaches were used. The team used the survey instrument of the AACUP for the quantitative part and interview among counterparts of the first survey visit for the qualitative aspect. Sources of data. The Bicol University is very accommodating, especially for the level 1 survey visit. The team really appreciate their efforts in producing and submitting some significant documents during the course of accreditation process just to attain their target for this visit. Likewise, the mechanism systems of the different programs under preliminary survey visit or PSB is good enough to get through the process of accreditation. Analysis of data. The team for the first survey visit used document analysis to gather quantitative data, and interview is also used to verify and validate or even validate gathered data. Frequency and mean were used to describe the data. The use of decision tree is to show how the different parameters affects the grand mean ratings of the program. Moreover, one sample t-test was utilized to test the significant difference between the grand mean and the basis of determining the level of the program under survey, whether it attained or even it surpassed the threshold mean or level of the program. In the preliminary survey visit or PSV, The team used document analysis to gather data, frequency mean, with their where used of descriptive data. The use of decision tree is also used. Likewise, one sample t-test was also utilized to test the significant difference between the grand means and every program and the basis of determining the readiness of the different programs on the time frame when to be evaluated for the first survey visit. And for the result, Ma'am Renalyn, can I share my my screen?
Sure, sir.
Okay, so Ma'am Renalyn, okay na ba?
Yes, sir. It's very clear.
Okay. So there you are, table 1, ranking of evaluated areas for MS in rural development. Okay, so you have there, we are not allowed to disclose the result. That's why I placed that there, different variables and the ranking of the different areas. Okay. The accreditors are well informed that Bicol University is one of the performing state universities in the Philippines. Even though in terms of accreditation, we need to be guided by the policies of ACO. And the team found that the program under survey in terms of area means variable P has the highest mean and variable A has the least area mean. And for table 2, preliminary survey visit programs, we all know that we are allowed to disclose the result for PSV as per practice when we have it in face-to-face basis. And you have there the result. The grand mean are the following for public administration, industrial design, genetic engineering, mining engineering, architecture, BS information technology, Bachelor of Elementary Education, Bachelor of Secondary Education. The team observed common flaws in the preparation of documents, such as there are missing, misplaced, and not much significant documents in some benchmark statements of some parameters of the different areas of evaluation. However, the different programs submitted for PSB have satisfactorily attained as indicated by their grant means with corresponding time frame. And for the conclusion and recommendations, placement and significance of documents may be considered in the preparation of supporting documents in every benchmark statement. Second, identification of core faculty members of each program is suggested. Third, certificate of program compliance of the different programs may be secured from the Commission on Higher Education. Fourth, conduct of specific extension programs of the different programs submitted for evaluation is encouraged. Fifth, researches may be conducted collaboratively with other units or departments. Sixth, acquisition of library holdings, especially journals, is recommended. And number 7, policies on the new normal setup may be crafted. Once again, good morning, everyone.
Thank you so much, Dr. Duran. It is not so much that the fear of accreditation that drives us, but I guess the awe in realizing that experts such as you and the rest of the AACOP team will place value judgment on our, on our work. And so we thank you for your very significant impressions and magnanimous comments regarding our processes. This time, we would like to call in the Bicol University President, the ever dynamic, Dr. Arnulfo Mascareñas, for his statement of commitment. Sir?
Thank you very much, Dr. Renalyn. To Dr. Isidro Duran, the overall coordinator of this week's accreditation activities, our hardworking accreditors, our vice presidents, deans, directors, and heads of offices, our faculty members and non-teaching personnel, our IQA staff and accreditation task force, my beloved students and stakeholders of Bicol University, good morning. Friends, gentlemen, and ladies, dear accreditors, as I had intimated during the opening program last Monday, this year's accreditation activity is very memorable and challenging. But at the same time, it is full of hope and enthusiasm that despite the pandemic, we are optimistic that we will be able to hurdle all the roadblocks with the help of our dear accreditors. Today, like in the previous years, I am once again faced with the task of giving my commitment as the head of this institution known for its commitment to building and forming the knowledge, skills, and attitudes of every Bicolano scholar that may pass the pillars of Bicol University. It is a commitment I gladly welcome. It is at the same time a challenge I seriously consider. Each day is a reminder that as I serve the president of Bicol University, I will always be bounded by my commitment to the highest ideals of quality and excellence reflected in the university's 4 pillars of character, scholarship, leadership, and service. Thus, today, as we end another meaningful exercise in keeping up with the tradition of quality and excellence, I am renewing my commitment to 5 significant things, not only to our AACOP accreditors, but to my Bicol University family. First, Bicol University, through the administration's leadership, commits to continually uphold quality in all protocols and practices, specifically taking into consideration the significant recommendations of our AACOP accreditors. Second, we commit to further strengthening our instruction by introducing relevant academic programs and allowing our existing programs to undergo further accreditation. In other words, we will be seeing each other again and again, my dear accreditors and my dear faculty members, because accreditation is now a way of life and a part of our continuing commitment to a system of excellence. This is to echo what our Vice President for Administration and Finance said a while ago, that excellence should be a way of life. Third, as we continue to build on our gains with the fusion of research, development, and extension, we fully commit to producing more research-driven programs and projects that redound to concrete impact to the communities that we serve, including the various local, national, and international partners we engage with. Fourth, we will continue to innovate with our strategies and approaches to be able to adapt to the new normal of delivering our instruction, research, and extension mandates. And the last but not the least, we shall always uphold the safety and security of our personnel in the performance of the aforementioned mandates as they are the most important asset of this university. As we commit to all these lofty but worthy goals, I pray that God, in all His merciful ways, will continue to bless all our undertakings and allow us to continue pursuing our goals for Bicol University through the commitment and generosity of our dear AACUP accreditors. Finally, I would like to express my unending gratitude to the many men and women of Bicol University who work collectively to ensure the success of this significant event, undaunted by the risks prevailing in these pandemic times. To you all, thank you. Mabuhay ang Bicol University.
Indeed, very much well said, Sir President. Thank you for always being committed to the pursuit of quality and excellence. And most especially, we thank you for putting premium on our safety as we continuously pursue excellence. Thank you, sir, for your statement of commitment. At this point, I would like to request the 83 participants to please open your video cam settings so that we can have a photo session. I can see the Busit, Architect Del Rosario, of course, Dr. Duran, our VPs, Sir Pres. Please open your video cam settings, and the photo session will be presided by Dr. Leonie Barbacena, our IQA Director.
Asan naman susunod? Saan yung Zoom?
Next panel.
Smile.
Okay na. Thank you po.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was our photo session, virtually done. And we're all virtually together and one as an academic community and as one Bicol University family. So now that we're done with the photo session, ladies and gentlemen, let's have the Bicol University hymn.
This is the story to see. All the schools tomorrow are ready. Example better than friend, that's all for with pride, for he will always see you die. Tell the eternal distant land, we all shall cherish on to draw us to a heart and we gain for.
That concludes the week-long AACUP online program accreditation. To our dear AACUP accreditors, the overall coordinator, Dr. Duran, and its executive director, our heartfelt thanks to the local accreditation task force and the entire Bicol University family. Thank you for always giving your full support, even with the limitations of this pandemic. Once again, this has been Dr. Renalyn Bautista, hosting from the Dean's Office, Bicol University College of Education. God bless everyone and keep safe.
Ay,
Yes,
sus
ma'am.
ko. Ma'am Ren?
Yes, ma'am.
Si Ma'am na...
Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped
It's okay.
a particular item in the accreditation closing program. My apologies. Let's have the closing remarks of our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Amelia Dorosan. Sorry, Ma'am Ami.
It's okay. No
Ganun po
problem.
talaga pag live.
Thank you very much, Ren. We are most grateful to our beloved President. Your expression of commitment is very inspiring, and we are here to work one with you in attaining the targets that has been set for Bicol University and your directions for the 5 important, significant things that you still wanted to finish for our beloved Bicol University. How do we say gratitude amidst the pandemic? Gratitude is an uplifting, exalting attitude, and people become generally happier when they have gratitude in their hearts. So at the conclusion of this virtual AACUP accreditation, we would like to specifically express our deepest and sincerest gratitude to everybody. First, we have our beloved President. Thank you, Sir Nolly, for always providing us with the vision, the clear vision of our beloved Bicol University, for all the inspiration that you give us in doing the work that we do in Bicol University. To our beloved Vice Presidents in the university, Sir Jerry Bigornia, Dr. Louis Amano, Attorney Joseph Bartolata, our beloved deans and directors, and the chiefs and heads of offices. We will not complete the team without your support and your effort and your commitment. To our beloved department chairs, especially to all the department chairs of the 9 programs which were accredited today, our program chairs, thank you very much. To our faculty members, kudos to all of you. Maraming salamat po. Our IQA team, the non-teaching personnel, and the accrediting task force in Bicol University. Thank you very much for all your untiring and wonderful commitment to do the documentations for this virtual accreditation. To the different programs, may I run them one by one. To the MS Rural Development, Master in Public Administration, Major in Health, Emergency and Disaster Management, Bachelor of Industrial Design, the BS Geodetic Engineering, BS Mining Engineering, the MS Architecture, BS in Industrial Technology, Major in Animation, the Bachelor of Elementary Education, and the Bachelor of Secondary Education, Major in Filipino and Social Studies. The next challenge is for us to go to the next level of accreditation. To our beloved accreditors, we can thank you enough. Although we may be virtually seeing each other, our hearts is really full of gratitude for your commitment to help the Bicol University. Dr. Isidro L. Duran, our team leader, and the different team leaders and members of the accreditation teams, to Dr. Cristeta Dulos, Dr. Mitzi Eileen Alba, Dr. Benhur Asid, Dr. Maria Blanca C., Dr. Reynaldo Salamat, Dr. Teresa Di Malanta, Professor Nancy Santiago, Dr. Cesar Vallejo, Dr. Diane Remote, Dr. Joyce Suganob, and Dr. Gemma De Vera. And of course, the head of the ACUP leadership, our Executive Director, Dr. Mila Belho. To our beloved men and women who have tirelessly given their time, talents, and all efforts and your commitment of support to the wonderful giver of all our gifts, our beloved Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ, whose tender mercies overflows. Indeed, thank you very much. Happy morning. Keep safe, everyone. God bless and take care. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Ami, and thank you so much for always being gracious in accepting my bloopers. And to the IQA, sorry na, Dr. Leonie, kinabahan po kayo sa akin. So, totoo na po ito. This has been Dr. Emeline Bautista, hosting from the Bicol University College of Education Dean's Office, saying, good morning, God bless, keep safe, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron, and keep safe.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, dear accreditor. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Madam Leonie. Nice to see you again.
Thank you, Madam Leonie.
Thank you
sa lahat.
Thank you, Ma'am Ted. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sir Duran.
Salamat po
To all
sa lahat.
accreditors. Thank you
Thank
so
you to
much.
to the graduate school also.
To the team.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My friends. Bye-bye.
Everyone.
Yeah,
Congrats,
see
Sir
you.
Herbert.
Permission to leave.
Sir Herbert,
Congrats
congrats.
po. Salamat po sa mga deans. Thank you so much. And
Diba,
of
pasado
course,
mong
our
giraray.
administration, to the
Level 1 now, level 1.
headed